DevilNeverCry.
What is up, everybody? It is me, DevilNeverCry, and we are back with another video on Bayonetta 3. Thankfully, finally, Bayonetta 3's release date, October 28th, 2022, which conveniently enough is my birthday. I just need to find a way to distract the girlfriend long enough so that I can get back to playing some Bayonetta, if you know what I mean. Regardless though, the release date was obviously accompanied with a new trailer where we get a bit more insight into Bayonetta 3 and what exactly is happening. We get confirmation that fan favorite characters are returning, and of course another look at everybody's favorite new character, who people have deemed to be Virgil, except it's obviously not, and we'll get onto that in a second. So straight out of the gate, diving right in, the game itself looks substantially better in my opinion than it did during its initial reveal trailer. The character models look far more polished, the gameplay looks more refined, things look snappy quick, everything that you'd expect from Bayonetta. The opening scene of the trailer has Bayonetta equip Scarborough Fair, strike a pose, and then stylishly slide through a cascade of enemies and whittle them down. Safe to say the absurdity of Bayonetta will definitely be on display in Bayonetta 3. Except, can we really call this character Bayonetta? After all, in the previous trailer and even in this trailer, we get hints that this isn't the Bayonetta that we've come to know and love, and instead is Cereza, a version of Bayonetta seen in the original that essentially has to do with a split timeline. I've made a whole video on this, which I'll leave a link to in the corner of the video right now. You can check it out in your own time. It's implied that things aren't all quite what they seem, as we see another mysterious character fighting alongside Cereza as they state that they are the protector of this world, indirectly hinting that perhaps Bayonetta and the supporting cast we see are not from this world and perhaps maybe from an alternate reality. The idea of alternate realities is also further hinted at when Radahn states in the narration that the enemies at hand are going around wiping out different universes. And on the topic of Radahn and the supporting cast, we of course do have confirmation that Radahn, Enzo, Luca, and Jean also return for Bayonetta 3, again sporting different outfits altogether, though we're unsure if these are the supporting cast we know and love from the previous games or if they too are from another alternate reality or universe just like Cereza. Pressing on, we also learn more about the enemies at hand this time around. Radahn confirms they are neither from Paradiso or Inferno as we saw in the previous Bayonetta games, and that these are new enemies altogether, homunculi, enemies or beings essentially created by man, who are essentially amassing power and, as Radahn put it, could potentially put the Trinity at risk. We also got an extended look at Bayonetta's summons, or the kaiju gameplay as people put it, where we take direct control of some of Bayonetta's summons and then go on to wreak havoc. Any of you DevilNeverCry fans out there watching might have spotted a very tongue-in-cheek reference to a certain boss from the original DevilNeverCry, a certain boss that perhaps you might meet in a cathedral in Mission 3. I won't say much, but those of you who know, know. And then we come to everybody's favorite mysterious character, which set the internet ablaze with Bayonetta 3's reveal, where everybody essentially stated it's just Virgil, but Platinum Games' version of Virgil, which it quite clearly wasn't, but you know, you see somebody with short hair and a katana and, you know, it's game over at that point, you know, just hit the judgment cut button and go home. It's not Virgil, of course, though, it's Viola, a new character, a feisty witch, as Nintendo have put it, and a playable character. I understand where a lot of the Virgil comparisons are coming from, and it has nothing to do with the character design in and of itself. Quite frankly, I think Viola looks nothing like Virgil. I think it mainly stems from the fact that Virgil has set the bar for what a great katana-wielding character should play like. And as such, every time a playable character in a video game comes out wielding a katana, everybody's gonna just compare them to Virgil because that is considered the peak, the top, right? The cream of the crop, so to speak. But altogether, those comparisons don't really make much sense because Bayonetta is an entirely different beast from DMC altogether. They've shown off a substantial amount in this trailer, but I think that they've kept back just enough to keep the mystery and intrigue going. We don't know much about the homunculi, why they're being created, who they're being created by, What is going on with this whole alternate world reality debacle? Why are all these universes converging? Who knows? But it does have me wondering if they're going to go with a launch trailer, because, as many of you know, a lot of launch trailers these days tend to just outright spoil everything, which doesn't really make sense because it's the day of launch. It's the day most people are going to be out there looking at gameplay, looking at reviews. People who are hyped are going to be looking at trailers and, you know, they don't really want to click on things and then just have the entire game told to them for no reason whatsoever. But that is another topic in and of itself and not really relevant to this conversation. I'm super hyped for Bayonetta 3. I'm very much looking forward to October rolling around. This game was announced in 2017. That's 5 years ago at this point, and we finally have the end goal in sight. We finally have a confirmed date. Fingers crossed, of course, it doesn't get pushed back, but if it does, it does. With that said though, I am interested in hearing your thoughts on the matter. Are you looking forward to Bayonetta 3 at this point, or are you kind of over it considering how long it's been since it was announced? If you enjoyed today's video, do be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing as there is more Bayonetta content on the way. With all that said and done, it has been me, DevilNeverCry. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next video.